That was a knockdown, without a doubt. You can't spin it no other way. It's too clear. And I think the commission needs to do something about it because it can give me an incentive, anytime I'm not feeling good in a fight, take a knee.
Baffling is that it wasn't a knockdown. I mean, look, he wasn't hurt. There's no doubt about that. But if you take a knee in the fight and you touch down, whilst punches are being thrown, it has to be a knockdown.
I'm not going to say honest because I don't know if honesty had something to do with it. I don't know. But definitely we need better refs that assure themselves, know how to make a decision, know they're making the right decision.
In the days following the fight, questions have continued, not only about the referee's decision, but also about the fighter's actions during that crucial moment. Newly leaked footage is reportedly proving that Gervonta Davis cheated against Lamont Roach on March 1st at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn.
And that's not a shot at Tank. I respect Tank and I like Tank a lot, but you can't do that.
They reversed the result of your fight.
Yeah.
Should they reverse the result of that fight as well?
Just depends. Like if that changes the whole fight, if that gives Roach a victory, give him the victory. That's how you keep the integrity of the sport, right? That's why they suspended me, right, to keep the integrity of the sport. So I feel like if you're gonna do it to me, you got to do it to everybody.
The fight left the boxing world buzzing about how Davis defended his WBA lightweight title against Roach. A single moment in the 9th round became the subject of endless debate. At that point, Davis suddenly took a KN after a seemingly innocuous jab grazed his face, a move that should have triggered a full count and been ruled a knockdown.
Did Gervonta Davis take a knee, and should he have been deducted a point and in the end lost that fight to Roach, in your opinion?
Yeah, in my opinion, if it was a draw, he take a knee. And plus the corner go up and put it a towel in the face, that's a disqualification for sure. I'm talking about the rules, but it's not my business.
But the referee allowed the action to resume, leaving scores tantalizingly close. Benefit A recently discovered video, purportedly taken by the broadcast team, from an unidentified source, reveals Davis's body language, and the timing of his knee drop appear to have been practiced. In the same clip, a member of Davis's corner moves in unusually close, as if ready to intervene, while cornermen routinely help wipe sweat or adjust a glove between rounds.
I've heard some people saying, that he should be disqualified. He went back to the corner. I don't buy that, to be honest with you. I mean, I think that's a warning, but it's a bit of a bizarre situation for me. Like, there was a lot of people in boxing that were saying that this is a really tough fight. Like, Lamont Roach is a serious fighter. I said it might not be the biggest profile fight, but it's actually quite a tough fight. And Shakur said to me, like, even the day before, I'm telling you, he's going to have big trouble tomorrow night. And I just feel like hopefully this could be the little something that gives Gervonta a little wake-up call to take him back to the mindset of maybe where he was.
These pivotal moments of the contentious 9th round, seen from an angle not previously seen by the public, point to several unusual elements in Davis's behavior. The footage seems to show Davis pausing immediately after the jab, almost as if he had pre-planned the maneuver rather than reacting instinctively to the contact. In this case, the timing and closeness have drawn criticism. According to some experts, Davis's response.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the reality is can the state call for an immediate rematch? I don't believe they can, the commission. It's really up to the governing body. I mean, the commission can overturn a decision or rule on a decision, but can they order a rematch? That really has to come from the governing body, the WBA, to say, if you want to remain lightweight world champion. But everything I'm hearing is the rematch is going to happen anyway. Like, I think it's pretty much done.
Talk to us about the star power in this May 2nd card.
Yeah, I mean, you've got 3 of the hottest young fighters in terms of that, that social media presence.
An abrupt drop to one knee followed by a quick retreat into his corner seems like strategies meant to buy time or throw off an opponent's rhythm. This is different from the normal, spontaneous reaction that is usually observed when a fighter is truly injured. These visual clues have caused some fans and commentators to claim that what might have first seemed like a slip, caused by perspiration or oil in the eyes,
Knowing how to make a decision, know they're making the right decision, emboldened to make that decision. I think that I don't know that he would have let Roach get away with that. He let Tank Davis get away with. Why? Tank Davis is a star. You know, I think he set a record for the most fans ever in Barclays Stadium. Tell me if I'm right or wrong, but I believe they hit a new attendance and maybe a gate record. They've done concerts there. They've done fights there, basketball games there. The Nets
Yeah, I think
play
you're right.
there.
It was the record for the gate for a fight for sure. I think the Rolling Stones might be the only one that beat them at the Barclays. But either way, they did huge.
It was actually a planned move to stop Roach's momentum in reaction to the mounting barrage of accusations. In a number of press appearances and social media posts, Davis and his staff have been eager to deny the allegations. Davis said that his actions were completely within the rules, and that the only reason for his abrupt knee drop was a brief loss of vision brought on by the oil from his freshly styled hair. Many fans had already expressed doubt about this assertion the night of the fight. Additionally, Davis's C highlighted that out-of-context leaked footage is frequently deceptive and that the fight's overall context is far more nuanced than a few seconds of video may portray, adding still another level of dispute. Referee Steve Willis has drawn a lot of criticism for failing to record the knee as a knockdown.
To sport that there's a lot wrong with, and there is, and you see it, and we shouldn't keep seeing it. It's got to be stopped. A referee, that is not in the rule book. You get hit with a jab. I know there was a second or two in between. Sometimes you see a delay, knockdown, whatever. The punch didn't hurt him. I understand that. But he got hit a jab, and then a second, 2 seconds later, he takes a knee. Guess what? I'm sorry. That constitutes a knockdown. Your knee goes down after a punch somewhere around there. That's a knockdown.
But Davis's camp contends that Willis made a decision in a unique situation. Critics argue that a story of collaboration is created by the referee's delay and Davis's apparent deliberate movement in the video. If the leaked tape turns out to show intentional cheating, the lack of an immediate official review, made worse by technical difficulties with the instant replay system during the fight, has further increased suspicions. The consequences might be serious. Gervonta Davis, whose record has thus far been almost flawless, may be subject to punishment from boxing authorities in addition to a damaged reputation. Beyond Davis's own career, the incident casts a harsh light on the current state of professional boxing.
Defensively, he's got fast hands. He puts punches together. He goes to the body and head. He's all of that. He can counterpunch. He can set traps. All of that. But he was wrong here. He got away with it. But the sport let him get away with it. There's nothing wrong with the fighters.
Sport where split-second decisions are crucial, and there are already rumors that the WBA or the New York State Athletic Commission may reopen an investigation into the fight's events. If regulators discover evidence of deliberate rule violation, it may lead to calls for more stringent oversight and thorough scrutiny. Ambiguous regulations and the possibility of wrongdoing can turn a surge into controversy. Mechanisms to maintain the sport's integrity. This most recent issue has sparked a discussion about the need for increased transparency in boxing among both fans and experts. Even if it may have been taken out of context, leaked video like this highlights the flaws in the current review procedures. It may be necessary for boxing commissions to implement new procedures and technology in order to guarantee that every contentious situation is immediately reviewed objectively.
The star, he brings people. He's got a big fan base. He brings good pay-per-view numbers. I don't know what the numbers are in this, but he's one of the guys that bring good pay-per-view numbers. I think all of that, he brings that with him. When a referee allows him to take a knee, which is not a rule in boxing, and get away with it, and not make it a 10-8 round. That should have been a 10-8 round. He got hit with a jab just before that. I'm not trying to go after Tank Davis. People already know. Some people say I defend him too much, that I'm saying how great he is. And he is. He's a tremendous, complete fighter, puncher, fighter, inside, outside. He's patient. He's responsible defensively.
While the leaked tape has undoubtedly fueled an already raging fire, some fans have already taken to social media to demand that the governing organizations reveal full battle footage and offer a thorough explanation of the referee's actions. It's crucial to keep in mind that accusations by themselves do not amount to conclusive evidence. While the angles and images in the video raise key issues, they only provide a portion of the events that took place that evening.